Managed to get away.
Kanto setting up a C4, and he's gonna land it perfectly on top of East Stairs.
Let's do this.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Now, you guys know what this video is about because I'm assuming you can read, and I got the usual timestamps down below for easy access to skip around to whatever sounds interesting, as well as I have another section of this video that is new to the normal Pro League tips videos that I do, and that is at the end of the video. After I cover the new things, I'm going to be including a bunch of bonus tricks that were pulled off in this game that I've actually covered before, but this being the most recent game with the top teams and players in the world, I figured it'd be good to mention and show them because not everyone sees every second of my videos. So at the end of this one, I'm gonna just quickly let the cool tricks they pulled off play out, and I won't go into an explanation for them. So to stay 100% up to date on the most recent tricks that still work at the highest level in Siege, stick around for those too. Now let's get right into our first trick.
Got all the time in the world to make a play. He walks on up and takes out Kanto. Joystick knows that there's a Legion playing nearby as he shoots out one of the traps and now looks around the corner, and there's Fabian, but Fabian is just winning these fights. He's been winning a lot of fights.
So this first one is a simple trick that you should just keep in mind anytime you play Siege, and that is don't always be standing or crouching. Use a couch, a desk, or anything to give yourself an elevation change, especially when you know you're about to get in a fight, because guess where the other guy is going to be aiming? That's right, at head, body, or floor level. Unless you get droned out, this will give you the split-second difference to hit your target before you get taken out. We see Fabian take out Joystick, who is literally one of the best Ashe players in the world, and the reason is because we see Joystick having to adjust his aim slightly, and that was the timing difference in this gunfight.
Is truly impressive on attack, and I'm sure it will be much the same now as they transition to defense. And again, as we talked about, defense being the preferred side. The only thing that makes me say that this is a nice and even first half is how proficient G2 are, not only on defense, but also attack of Coastline. It's going to be Billiards Hookah for the first round.
This next one is two Valkyrie cameras from Shock, and the first one is pretty self-explanatory on the shelf in Aquarium, and it's super well hidden, all while giving you a great view of anyone that might be pushing Billiards from here. The second one is going to get thrown outside, and you can see how I'm lining up my crosshairs above the right corner of the stone tower in Ruins. Now it's going to be landing on the stone wall in front of you, and depending on the height that you look up will determine the height that it lands on the stone wall. Having it land a little bit lower definitely keeps it more hidden than throwing it high up. And if you practice this enough, I'm sure you could even get it down to a science and have it land next to the speaker to keep it even more hidden. Whether you want to practice it that much or not, totally up to you.
Yokai drones and then the three black eye cams. And Joystick will take a big gamble, take out Jonas. He's not having the greatest of game on the tarps. Kanto will finish a body off, gets slapped by Shepard, but his breaching round will still claim Shockwave. Gets slapped!
The way that G2 was playing the round. So the C4 was ultimately an excellent play from Empire and Karzeka specifically. There's that shot from Shepard. Really impressive to see that happen.
Number 3 is going to be a pink tarp counter where the attacker does a parkour run along the side of the building in order to get this crazy angle that's really strong going through Hookah, and if the walls are broken they can even see as far as Aquarium. By lying down in between the bomb and the desk and looking north out of the window, you will be able to line up a counter angle directly onto the head of anybody attempting to use the pink tarp angle. This is a good one because if someone establishes control out there, it can be incredibly difficult to take them out.
They should very soon call, thanks to Kanto current drone in kitchen, that, hey, A site is clear, we could go for a play here.
Moving on to trick number 4 is a rappel angle that we saw Fabian using in order to watch for aggressive runouts from Hall of Fame, as well as you can even see the big window in VIP. Whenever you rappel onto this balcony, you might as well rappel here and check for defenders peeking these instead of rappelling out in the open where you're giving aggressive players a big advantage over you.
G2 looking to put two together here on the board as they have a good start. Karzeka looking for a body. He knew that there was somebody waiting, but Jonas will win the fight.
Now, after the round has been going for a little bit and you've established that nobody is still in the ruin spawn watching for this door for a spawn peek from Aquarium, you can use it as an unsuspecting angle to take out anyone coming up from the main lobby. This is just one of those lines of sight that you can create that's really rare because people tend to think of it as an attacker only angle. You can even couple this with a Valkyrie camera because there are so many good spots on that side of the map and you're definitely going to surprise some people.
Excellent.
They have hands on.
Shockwave goes down Empire. This was usually a defender-sided matchup, and in place of where Shepard is seated. It does look like that's the case. Trying to be the best Goga possible, Scyther. Just simply sit and wait at the top of those cool vibe stairs. He'll be able to look into...
Now in number 6, we see Karzeka using this deep ass angle from Billiards to the first floor hallway that's in between the kitchen and blue bar. It's a crazy high traffic area, and this is also giving the person who's holding the angle that rare one way where you'll be able to see your victim before they see you. With the top of the door of blue bar in the way, the player above will be able to see and shoot their enemy's feet, all while the person getting shot won't be able to even see them, even when they crouch at certain angles.
Position or somewhere you can hold as a defender. We've seen some players try to hold between the or behind the aquarium bar, but it's a difficult position to pull off and an unnecessary risk, I think, especially when the stakes are so high.
Now number 7 is a really sneaky way to get an angle into hookah, and in the last clip we see Pengu rappelling upside down without leaning in order to get a slight crack through the door. Now when I was testing this, I learned that you actually do have a slightly bigger angle if you don't lean. Your head will also be behind the wooden design of the wall along the balcony that makes it very hard for defenders to see you. This angle is great because so many times defenders anchor around this area, and this is a line of sight that's going to surprise the crap out of anyone.
That's really all it is. He missed a couple shots.
Yeah. I think that's really a testament to the quality of both of these teams, how close they are in this competition. And it's already
Moving on to trick number 8 is an office cam that Fabian was using, and it's just one of those that's kind of out in the open, but it blends in so well with its surroundings and background that you can pull this off and get a ton of intel into anyone coming through the office. This camera is crazy good when you're defending the bar sites, and you will be able to be well prepared for a push into blue from these rooms.
Was going to go that way. Pengu on a run out, gets spotted, a grenade will go on in, and Pengu will manage to get away.
Kanto setting up a C4, and he's going to land it perfectly on top of East Stairs. 2 for him, and Empire find themselves seemingly already out of the round. The whole extent of it. And it all is in this room right here, where Kanto had an excellent one. And I believe actually a 4K total for Kanto as he got that early pick that we missed earlier in the round. So
now moving on to map number 2 in Border, we will see the 2000 IQ C4 from Kanto that was thrown from offices and landing perfectly to take out anybody at the top of these stairs. This C4 took me a few tries to land perfectly, and because while it looks like you might be able to simply throw it over, in order to get it to land perfectly in the doorway, you will need to back your butt up to the printer and put your crosshairs where you see mine. From there, I was crouching, and then you're just going to simply yeet that bad boy. Now the top of East Stairs is a small area that connects to 2 balconies and the hallway, so if there's multiple people in the area, they will all get taken out due to the high likelihood of them being bunched up.
They're back. Joystick going for a rotate through monitors, trying to get into position. Shepard will move one of his yokai drones in towards the site. Logic bombs go off.
Now this is just a quick little tip for all the Echo players out there and a cool spot you can keep your drone. In the corner between the two shelves in Archives is a small space that you can hide your drone, and once somebody pushes in you can hop on it, jump it up to the ceiling and shoot at them while they're attempting to plant or push through. There's also a fan that is perfectly placed that your drone lands behind, so once it's on the ceiling that increases its stealth factor that much more.
Shockwave, and Shepard downs Goga, so it's very quick. Karzeka will go on to rappel, and if he's spotted, this could be Fabian getting a kill. Just below, Karzeka waiting so patiently. Who's going to be able to get this? But Fabian doesn't see. Karzeka on rappel. Pengu takes down Scyther. There's only 2 members left of Empire. Karzeka will be so vulnerable if Fabian decides to look out his way. But for the time being, there will be great patience. There you see it. Fabian can't land the shots. There goes Karzeka. Shepard's the last one left.
Now the last map of the series was Bank, and we saw the ultimate flank to counter anybody rappelling on the north side of the map. If attackers are able to establish themselves on the north rappels while attacking upstairs, it can be a nightmare, but we saw Fabian using the big windows from ATMs, which is the main entrance, to completely shut this down. One other thing I learned while doing this in custom games is that most of the windows you can't even look that far to the side to shoot back, so even if they learn that you're there, the person rappelling is just a sitting duck, and that's a plus to use the ATM's windows versus just the main lobby windows. Now that's going to wrap it up for the main tricks of this video. Ahead will be a quick look at 6 bonus tricks that were used and are still very effective at the highest levels of Siege. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a ton to take into the next coming games with you. I'll see you guys all very soon in the next video. I truly love you all. Peace.
I think that's really the story to be told here is Kanto has yet to wake up. That doesn't mean that it's going to be Team Empire taking this whole series. It just means once he does, this might be a little bit less even. Empire going for a defense here of Billiards and Hookah, and it's a run out from Joystick. He's going to do a whole mess of damage. 2 on the floor, and Goga lit up. Gotta imagine if it's just been 2 there for G2, it would have been an absolute stomp for Joystick. He very wisely does not commit to a repeat though. You gotta admire him for seeing that he's done so much damage, put 2 on the floor, and not fully committing. That means that Empire will put themselves at a substantial HP advantage.
A flawless round from Empire. I think you could say that Joystick probably won them that round in the first 20 seconds. There was no recovery from G2 doing so.
They don't lose here.
I feel like both these teams found out how hard it would be to top the EG Penta match from last year.
Yeah, last Invitationals final.
What can we do?
Yeah.
We can play 3 times as many rounds as them? Bye-bye Joystick. What do we say about opening kills? G2 will get the very first one as Kanto with the same peak. He always does. Well, he gets away with it this time. Saw get played. So Milos and the gang, please feel free to break down this Scyther. Shockwave, a bit of frustration. He'll go on to rappel. He doesn't really have much to clear out the bandit batteries. I mean, he could technically buck them from below. He doesn't have any frag grenades.
Look at this angle from Goga. All the way from Armory Lockers onto that north
How do you get
balcony.
up there, Goga?
He made the vault from the little half wall.
I know how to get up there. I was making a joke.
Okay, all right,
Like,
Parker.
as in, like, it's absurd that he's up there.
It is absurd, Parker. You're absolutely right, and that is a crazy angle, one we very rarely see utilized, and I don't think has been on camera until just now.
Because that could have gone bad real fast for Joystick. He's able to live long enough before getting gunned down, though, and Karzeka just took out 1 member of G2. It was Pengu who fell, so we're back at a 3v3. We've seen this time and time again.
Fire attack. I'm not so sure.
10 seconds left before insertion.
The grand final of the Paris Major was 24 rounds in total in a best of 5.
Recovered the diffuser.
This is our 25th round played today, and we're on map 2.
It's been a long match so far. It's been a long match.
Thank you, EG, for sending us home early that day. Empire always pushes from off the side. If you know that the starting point for Empire is going to be those stairs, it's going to be the office wall, it's going to be the office window, looking to try to go into Archives, then it's very easy for you to read and be able to get them as they go to push in. I haven't bad round,
But one good round.
and then one good round.
Yeah. The good one, I think, paid off really well. It was a really decisive win there for G2, and if I'm not mistaken, the last round as well, getting them the win, so it is what it is.
People have wondered, why do you shoot those barricades like that? Sound. It allows you to hear easier on the other side.
The North Rappel is so very powerful if you let the attackers set themselves up there, and they can just get a spontaneous, break the barricade and shoot somebody playing in the site. Then you really don't want that to happen. So instead, open the window ahead of time. You don't have to open it fully.